We have more judges, we have more clerks, we have more litigants, more attorneys, more cases being filed, but the courtroom that it all has to come out of is the same size that it has been for the last 100 years.
So we have volumes of records and we just don't have anywhere to put them.
But you know, there's growth in here in the county. We've had tremendous growth the last 10 years here in Polk County. And we just need more room than where we're at.
They need to go to jail, but they can't because the jail's full. So we just have to release them. That's all we can do.
We vote in the basement at times, like we did the last election, and you run prisoners through the general population and you take them up to the 3rd floor. That's a risky business anymore.
This area here is basically where I'm sitting as a jail administrator's desk, that this also doubles as a food storage area, which makes it a little rough for somebody to do their job as an administrator.
I think the thing people notice most is when the filing cabinets start ending up out in the halls. But we're just running out of space.
If you go into the offices that are here, they're cramped. You got people working in areas that probably were closets before. By moving this out, it's going to give the county the ability to expand the county functions they need at the courthouse now.
On Tuesday, November 6th, the voters of Polk County will vote in a special election. The Polk County Commissioners have unanimously agreed it's in the best interest of the county to place a 1/2 cent sales tax on the ballot for the purpose of constructing, equipping, operating, and maintaining a new Justice Center. The proposed Justice Center will be built on a small parcel of the existing county farm and will contain the Sheriff's Department, judicial, jail, and courtroom facilities.
We have nowhere to put the jurors. And we usually call in about 60 people for a panel of jury to select the 12 or 14 from. They have to be in the hallway. We have nowhere to put witnesses. They have to be in the hallway. We have nowhere to put the defendant. So, you know, it causes a problem.
So on the morning of a jury trial, I've seen it where the criminal defendant's sitting right out in the hallway with 65 potential jurors. And actually communicate with those people.
When our population in this county goes over 30,000, we will have another associate judge.
And I challenge you to find office space for that other judge. We are using a courtroom that was perfect for the needs in 1912, but now we have 7 judges and 5 prosecutors in the circuit and a dozen or 2 dozen other attorneys trying to get their cases heard in one courtroom.
The courtrooms upstairs are full. The ladies that work upstairs, you know, their desks are pretty well packed together. In our local offices here, we've got desks stacked on desks, file cabinets out in the hall.
If you go in the existing facility now, you're going to find boxes and stuff everywhere. It becomes a real fire trap. It's a hazard. Just trying to find stuff becomes an issue.
The stairs are very steep and we usually have our maintenance person take them up. He has this silly little laundry basket and he has a pulley and he puts the file boxes in it and then he takes them up to the attic.
20 years ago, none of us would have thought of Columbine or Virginia Tech. We are in an age where predictability is nearly impossible.
We put the keyless keypad door and the walk-up windows, which helps tremendously. But the other offices aren't secure at all.
Taking prisoners and walking them across the square can't be a safe thing. It really can't.
We bring 6 to 8 inmates across the street. There are any number of things that could happen. So far we've been fortunate. One bad thing happens, the lawsuit would pay for 10 judicial centers.
This is one of the original parts of the jail, and you can see from the cells the type of accommodations that these individuals have at this point. This is currently, we're housing several people, and it is currently full as it stays, and you can see that it's pretty small space for the number of adult males that would be in here. Down the hallway, this is always added on later as we begin to expand and run out of space. This originally was built as a conference room and was used as a conference room, and as you can see, we've had to turn it into a laundry room due to the large amount of people that we are holding in jail to do the laundry every day. As our inmate population grows, as you can see from the size of the kitchen, it makes it harder and harder to cook 3 meals a day for these individuals that are in jail.
We're looking right now at a 3-level plan. The lower level would be the main floor housing for the jail and the intake and booking. We'll have a vehicular sally port where inmates move in there, the garage door closed down, they're now in a secure environment. They're taken from there directly into a processing intake area. Once they've been processed in, then they'll be taken down the corridor to their housing pod. At the time that an inmate's being taken to court, they will be taken down that secure elevator. That elevator then comes right straight up through the middle level, up to the court level here. There's a secure holding between these 2 courtrooms. We're looking at having 2 courtrooms, both that potentially could be jury courtrooms in the future. The one will probably finish out as a jury courtroom, the other will save to finish out in the future. Judges will be moving through quarters back here, the public will be moving out front in the public area here. They never cross traffic with the inmate. Once they're done in court, they come back in, hop down the secure elevator, back down, and they're back into their housing area. At this level, the public can come up under maybe a canopy area. They can enter into the courts at this point, or they can enter in to see the sheriff at this point. The blue area up here is going to be the sheriff's administration area if they need to see somebody there. Visitation will be located off of that at some point. Into the court area here, there'll be court support functions down below. We got prosecuting attorney, there'll be space for a hearing room, jury assembly room. The orange area here is indicating the 911 EOC. Very important to be integrated in the whole facility. That area will be something that'll be storm-proof construction, if you will. It's an efficient plan, it's compact, but we think that it works really well and gives us a lot of potential for meeting the needs, I'm going to say 10, 15 years or more out in the future for the county.
With the creation of a new Justice Center, the existing courthouse will continue to serve the county through the offices of the County Commission, Recorder of Deeds, Assessor, and other non-judicial functions. The special election takes place November 6th, and the voters of Polk County will decide on the issue of a 1/2 cent countywide sales tax for the purpose of constructing, equipping, operating, and maintaining a new Justice Center.
I'm very excited about the possibilities. I know it's a very needed thing, and I'm just very excited about it.
If there's anything comes up after we get into this project, call us and get a hold of us. I want them to understand what they're voting on, and everybody be comfortable with it.
The Commission's office and all the other elected office holders will still be here in the building. It'll just be able to spread out and give everybody some more room.
But from the jail cell to the court system, they will never mix in the general population. It'll just be secure. And I think that'll be a plus.
The citizens of Polk County are going to be getting is a complete integrated justice center. That center is going to include the jail, obviously, the sheriff's component. It'll include the courts and all the court support. What it's going to provide is an integrated, secure center where inmates are processed through and they never leave secure facility. So I think it's going to be a facility everybody's going to be proud of, and that's going to last Polk County well into the 21st century here.
If you have questions about this ballot issue, please contact the Polk County Commission office at 326-2922.